My name is Zenobia Sampson, and I am the playwright, the producer, and director. I'm sitting here with Giselle Brannon, a wonderful child, very talented. When I first saw her, she blew me away with her talent. She wasn't even trying to act, but she just wanted to audition, and she did a wonderful job.
I know God will never leave me or forsake any of us.
So my name is Eric Floyd, and the character that I am playing is Oscar Viviano. Oscar is a self-centered, stuck-up individual that turns his face up at homeless people, just very spoiled and just arrogant.
Hi, my name is Kevin Frazier. I play Mouse. Who became homeless. His mom had to let him go at 16 and went through a lot of different trials that he'll tell you about in the play. And it's been real rough for him out in the streets, but he met Franny and Billy on the streets, and they've been going through all the different trials together. Mouse is a kooky type of character, almost kind of like Franny. It's almost like if Franny had a son, that would be Mouse to me. But they're no relation.
Crazy, they sent me to a psychiatrist. Navigating to the root of my issues, obvious that the system failed me, couldn't help to be mad.
Mouse has learned to use a lot of his goofiness and laughter to try to overshadow how he really feels inside of not knowing who his mom is or where his mom is, and not knowing who his father is, and having a desire to want to know where his parents is and have his family back. So he has to constantly just move around and keep himself busy out of his mind, because his mind is going through so many things about, the struggles and things that's going on in the streets.
Hi, my name is Cameron Evans. I play Pastor Parker. Pastor Parker is a compassionate type of guy. He is a person that's always considerable of others. He never thinks of himself. He always thinks about other people and what he can do to help. Even though he can be a little energetic, he still has a soft side to him where he finds himself lonely at times, and he may get discouraged, but he knows at the end of the day, God conquers everything, and that he can always depend on him.
I'm Giselle Brandon, and I play the character Joel Flory. You must love God and then do what he says. Give love. For example, God so loved the world that he gave his begotten son. She's very compassionate for homeless people. She likes to help them any way she can, giving them money, food, water, anything she can possibly do to help them. I love you, and I will do my best to help when I can, because love is an action, not just a word.
My name is Adele Lee, and I play the character Asia Flory. She's a little self-absorbed and sarcastic. She's a single mother. She is working to try to make ends meet with her family. She's also a believer in God, although she's still trying to figure things out as far as her spiritual self.
Hello, my name is Vashana Rita. I play Katora in the play, and I would describe her as a very, not snobby, but so much a very mean and heartless person.
My name is Darius Brown. I play the character of Isaiah Rosentower.
Yes, you have been terminated.
Isaiah is the owner of a well-known bank, neighborhood bank.
My name is Clarissa Greer, and I play Lady Parker. So my character is pretty, for me, she's like the definition of a first lady. She's like very quiet, but yet strong. She's compassionate, yet peaceful.
My name is Essence Frazier. I'm also Kevin Frazier's daughter. I play as an extra in the play.
My name is Tanya Robertson, and I am the stage manager. I do have to make sure that everybody is on point when they come out on stage. They have to be ready. And it does keep me very busy, and God has blessed me to help Miss Zenobia out in any way that I can. So I'm very blessed to have been placed in her path to help out in any way that I can. Giselle Brandon, that plays Jewel Fleury, she's my daughter. And she started with Zenobia Sampson's Productions a couple of years ago. She did her debut with Taking It Back in November 2016. And I just never knew that this was something that Giselle had wanted to do. And I'm very proud of her. And now she's in her second play.
I can relate to Oscar probably just kind of not knowing what homeless individuals actually have to, what their backstory is, what they've gone through, what they have to endure. Because a lot of times we just kind of see what's just on the outside. So, we sometimes assume that they just could just be lazy individuals or, people that just don't want to do anything. But we learned that that's not always the case, that the individual can have a story. They have a story to tell. Some, circumstances just happen. And, the thing is that, they're human just like you and I in real life, they're real. So just, Oscar has that wake-up call. And that was something that I kind of learned, that, people really have gone through stuff, and it's not always them being lazy or something like that. So, yeah.
How I can relate to Pastor Parker myself, I'm kind of the same way. By any means necessary, I try to do my best to try to help as much as I can. I find a joy in helping others. Never really think about myself. I try to do everything I can to assist people the best way that I can, and just getting help, being able to be there for people. At the end of the day, I know that God has my back, and it's because that I depend on Him, and I allow Him to use me in a way that's all according to His glory. And I find the joy in being able to do that with other people.
My character, Asia, because she's a single mom. There have been times when myself and my children have been out and they wanted to give money to people who we saw on the side of the road, and I wasn't able to, or we weren't able to. I myself have been homeless before, so I can relate to being homeless and having to struggle through life, and then trying to getting back on my feet, and understanding that everybody has a story and anybody can be in that situation at any time. You just never know.
Relate to my character, but I know and heard of situations where a person in a certain position will have to let go of somebody else because of their actions and how it reflect their company as a whole.
I can relate to my character because if I see a homeless person, I try to help them, even if I have like water on me, food, quarters, whatever I can possibly give to them, I'll give it to them, and I'll help them any way I possibly can. I'll even pray with them, pray for them. I may not actually get up in front of them and do things for them, but I'll pray for them.
My character in the play will have to be Billy, because he's so strong, and no matter what obstacles he faced as far as being homeless and dealing with different things while being homeless, he still stays strong and still prays and still knows that everything will be okay in the end.
My favorite character is probably the pastor. The pastor, really has a heart for the homeless, putting his energy into this center, which actually helped change the lives of some of the homeless people that were portrayed here. And it was I think he was probably my favorite character. That's a big step that a lot of people wouldn't do. you know. So faith without works is dead, and Pastor had faith, and he put work to that faith. So I think he's probably my favorite character.
My favorite character, and I think she's just number one with everybody, is Franny. Franny has, I would believe, to be the nucleus of the whole play. Even kind of like when we stand together, she's in the middle, Billy's on this side, Mouse is on the other side, or whatever the case may be. So I really look at her as the nucleus of, she has the laughter, the excitement. She does the same thing. She doesn't really see things as being really, really sad. She really tries to keep herself upbeat as well. She's very, very excited. The only person that can even seem to calm her down a little bit is Billy, and that's with yelling. So,
a favorite character, I would say Mouse. You know, he's energetic. You know, even though he's in a situation that he's in, you know, he still finds a way to keep smiling and keep laughing, whether good or bad. You know, might be down 1 minute, but still, and the next minute, you know, he's up in good spirits again. So yeah, I like Mouse's character.
Her character is Billy because even though he's out on the street struggling, asking and begging for food and money, he still has faith that he's going to be able to have a normal life again with his friends, and he's going to be able to get back on his feet, have a job again, be able to get food and have a normal house.
Favorite character? I would have to say Mouse. Yeah, Mouse is a very interesting guy. Of course, he has a crazy laugh. I mean, it's kind of sometimes obnoxious, but I like his spirit. The fact that he's an easygoing person. You can still feel that he's hurt on the inside a little bit, but how he's able to come out and block all that by laughing, by finding joy, by smiling. It's an amazing thing to be able to do that in the midst of trouble.
Her character is Franny because she's wild and she holds my attention, and she speaks her mind, and I like that personality in individuals. A person who's blunt, or you know, says what they feel in their mind. Have people thinking about what they're saying or not knowing who they are. So when you look at Franny, you know who she is, and I like that.
My favorite character probably is Mouse because he has a goofy laugh and he usually is always funny about stuff, and he's just really funny. And I also like Franny too.
Pastor Parker. However, he shows a whole lot of compassion and care, and he shows like that it is a ministry outside of the four walls, which a lot of churches of the newer generation have forgotten.
Favorite character is Mr. Risenthaler. Very stern, no nonsense, and he cares for his clients, his customers.
The funniest character to me, hands down, Franny. Franny is, oh my gosh, Franny is a nuclear bomb. She's just, she's obnoxious, but she still has a sweet side to her. She finds a way to be able to bring what's on the inside out.
The funniest character to me is probably Franny. Franny is just off the chain. You never know what she's going to say out of her mouth. She's just no holds barred when it comes to Franny, and she definitely will keep you in stitches. She's kept me in stitches, and I think she's definitely the funniest character out of the whole show. Yeah.
The funniest character I would say is Franny. She's all over the place. She can be very comical at times about things that she say. So I really like Franny.
The funniest character to me, I would say, is Franny. Yes, Franny is an off the hook person. So with her being off the hook, she's unpredictable. You never know what she might do, you never know what she might say. So, and still, despite her situation, she still stayed in good spirits. So that's also a good thing.
The funniest character is gonna have to be Franny because she's so outgoing, she's so happy. She may not have everything right upstairs, but it makes her an even funnier character. She's not predictable. You don't know what she's gonna do, say, act. You don't know what she's gonna do next. And she's just a very funny character, and I believe that she's gonna be a main star in the show.
The funniest character to me has to be Mouse and Franny, because first of all, Mouse's laugh is hilarious. Just his personality, he's so goofy and he has so much energy. Like he's still dealing with stuff, but he still finds a way to smile and not really think about it, just make people laugh. And Franny, because she is so goofy and crazy, and she's still homeless too, and she's still dealing with stuff, but she still finds a way to smile and be happy. She just doesn't care what she says out her mouth.
The funniest character is probably Mouse. He was funny because he digs in the trash can. That's gross. And his laugh is hilarious.
I know everybody kind of giving the same answer. I would say Franny is the funniest, but I like to say Oscar because of the fact that it's like he's so like over the top with it, you know. But it's not. It's fun. It's not funny, but it's like funny to me how mean he is, and when you see the play, you'll see these different types of humor that you see in people. So, but it is, to me, it is Franny, but just to be a little different, I would say Oscar.
The message that I took away from this play is don't take anything for granted, because you know you can have everything that you can have everything one day, and the next day you can have nothing. So be grateful for what you have. Be humble, and you know, continue to keep God in your life. And I think that's the main part that I got from this play. Like, you just never know. Things could happen and you could still be on the street. But keep your faith, and then things will get better.
Messages that I've taken from the play are and is when I see people on the street, I'll try to do something. If I have a piece of fruit in my car, or you know, something to drink some water or something, maybe I'll try to make sure I give them something. Even if I just say, you know, I'll pray for you, or would you like to pray? I'll do that as well, because I'm empathizing and understanding where that it could be you, and it still could be me at any time.
The message I take away from this play is, you know, you never know where you might end up. Despite your situations, you have to keep your spirits up. You gotta keep your spirits up and keep faith, because, you know, things can turn around for you. It may not happen overnight, it may not happen in a week's time, but overall, like in the long run, as long as you keep God in your corner, things will turn for the better for you. And one key thing is that, you know, that you will get from this, as long as you keep faith, things will come out, you know, in your favor in the long run.
The message that I got from this play is that you can't take life for granted, because you don't know when life will throw you a curveball and you end up being on the streets.
The impression that I got from the play is that no matter if you may have what you think is too little and you want more of it, always be grateful of what you have. Live life to the fullest and never be super picky, because you never know, there could be someone out there that really actually needs it, or one day it may get taken from you, and then you're gonna want back what you wish you had more of, and you're gonna be grateful, but it's gonna be too late because it's already been taken away from you.
What I took away from this play is that you can't judge a book by its cover. People are always going to have their hand out. People are going to always ask for the things that they don't have. Doesn't necessarily mean that you should judge them based upon what they wear, or their lifestyle, or where they currently are. Because any day, that person could very well be you. And it's real. It's real. People out here are really starving, are really looking for someone to be their guardian angel or be their helping hand. But we have to realize that God created them as well. So if he can create them and he created you, what makes you think that you don't have a right to help them? And we're all supposed to be brothers and sisters. So at the end of the day, we should all give love. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that really remains.
What I took away from this play is treat people how you want to be treated, because you don't know what somebody is going through or what they have been through. So if you don't want somebody to be nasty and mean towards you and you're dealing through something, then don't be nasty and mean towards other people.
The message I took away from the play is feed the homeless and don't just walk past them and say they stink. And it's nice to give to them when you can. And if you don't have anything to give them, it's okay. Just God owns your heart.
That I could be you. Like, no matter what, you never know someone's situation, but you also never know when you're going to end up in that place.
The message I'm getting from this play is to persevere with Christ through anything that you're going through, even down to the point of homelessness. Homelessness doesn't mean that God has forsaken you. Homelessness is just a place where God is putting you while he has a project waiting for you, which is growth, which is success, and it's all about are you going to believe it? Are you going to believe that it could be you, not just it could be you that could be in that place, but it can be you that can be successful, that can be strong even in the place where you are.
I would tell everybody is it's a very emotional, touching, powerful play.
The plays have changed me in some ways. The message that she had in the plays did relate to me in some ways, and I'm much happier and more closer to God.
And my message to the audience is to make sure that you see not just play, but the next play as well. Also see the play Taking It Back. That's on, it's gonna be on Cables, Channel 75, to be supportive of not just of the art, but black entertainment, black business. You know, also take the message that, like the play says, I could be you. You don't have to take it as a negative situation, but you can actually take it as I can be you. You can be great. You can be anything, no matter what situation you're in. Like, come into this play and come out the play different than you were in your mind, in your heart, and in your spirit. Amen.
Anyone mentally ill, physically ill, in whatever situation, whenever, whoever, the first person that you need is God. You don't need toys, you don't need other things, except you need God, you need food, you need oxygen, you need water to live. You don't need other stuff that isn't really needed in your life. Like, you need Jesus, you need him to touch you, you need him to, if you think you need to be helped, delivered, or whatever, first person you need to go to is God. Maybe get a pastor and anybody who can help you if you think you need it. So I'm telling you from the heart, deep down, I know how it feels like to be hurt, feeling like nobody is there for you. But I tell you that there is definitely people there for you. It's God. People don't wake up by themselves. God opens everyone's eyes in the morning to food on the table, clothes in the back, a roof over their head, and friends and family. So if you think you need it, just the first person you need to go to is God. Behind the scenes. Scenes. Rolls off the tongue really good. Anyway, so behind the scenes things, we have actors such as Kevin, who fall asleep on set. Like, he'd be faking and then he'd actually go to sleep. So we experience a ton of things behind the scenes. Even though when we go out there and put on a show, it seems like we did it and we did perfectly on all of our rehearsals. Well,
but it's always a double take, triple take, and Miss Zenobia is over here drinking the energy drink so she can stay on point and be energized, because her character requires a lot of energy.
Yes. So even though we're being completely serious, behind the scenes, we are having funny, being total goofballs, and just.
But we can't be goofballs. We have to be serious.
Yeah.
Everybody, we get tongue-tied and tongue twisters all up in the script.
Yeah, and we just end up like, we have some people like me who really read fast, so it's just like,
Yes, yes, you and Pastor Parker read fast all the
it's
time.
a gift, okay?
It's not a gift,
That's
no.
how I passed my spelling class. Okay?
No,
Yes, I
no,
did.
no.
Yes, I got an 80 on that class.
Speed reading?
Yep, I got an 80 on that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so we have Billy, who is like the biggest goofball so far.
Because he likes to beatbox.
Yes. Like we have a beatboxer, and we have the beatboxer and the director are doing like they're in the scenes together. So he's picking her up and swinging her around and doing dips and stuff, and I'm just like in the background, just like, okay, just don't drop it. Can you imagine her being dropped? And he was trying to warn her, like, I'm not trying to do this, I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to, no. He was being honest. He was telling her like it is.
Because he don't want to drop her.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of,
That'd be awkward.
Yeah.
Imagine a person like doing behind the scenes recording and they're just like, oh, and she fell. Woman down. Somebody call 911.
And
He's trying to go to like
Kevin as Mouse with the laugh. We
Yes.
can't
Oh
get
my
through
gosh.
practice
No, we cannot.
because of the laugh.
Exactly, like on stage, if
We're
he's
supposed to be
laughing,
serious.
and he's like, and he's like, because his face shakes when he does the laugh. He's like,
No.
and he gets like so much into it, and it's just too funny. Like if you break down on stage and you're like, just go with the flow. It's funny. It's fine. You can laugh.
But
I'm picturing him laughing right now. Like, yeah, Mom, your hair tastes great. Thanks.
okay, alright.
Okay, get a straight face, Mom.
Okay.
Our director Zenobia is also like the funniest. Even though she's trying to direct everyone and get this and that, done and that and that, trying to set up places and all this other stuff. She can be funny too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until crunch season.
Until one of our actors just.
And it's like she becomes everybody. And how she ad-libs in her script.
Let's go. Now, while we're all being so emotional and full of surprises, I would like to do something also.
It's a bomb!
And she just becomes one with Nation.
She becomes the characters too.
She becomes everybody except me because I'm always here. But anyway, she couldn't become me even if she tried. I'm just too perfect. I'm just too fabulous.
Excuse me?
I'm just too fabulous. I'm just too
Who said that?
I'm just too fabulous.
Excuse me?
I'm just too fabulous.
Who said that?
Me.
You?
Yes, I'm just too fabulous. And another time was when Franny, aka our director,
AKA producer.
aka Miss Zenobia,
AKA.
okay, that's enough AKAs. But anyway, she legit took out the globe and it just fell. It just fell.
Yeah.
She was just like,
So the globe falls and the snow comes out and liquid all over the floor. So it's no
where
longer.
did the snow and liquid come from?
Well, it was supposed to be, you got the whole world in his hands, so now the whole world is out on the floor.
Oh, what? So you mean all of Antarctica, Africa, North Zealand is on the floor?
All the snow is out on the floor with the sea.
And I would like to also say a prayer for everyone who's watching the video, coming to see the play, or wherever. We thank you, God, for opening everyone's eyes this morning, even for people who feel like they have nothing, that you will touch them and you will hear them in any way that they need to be healed, oh God. And we thank you, oh God, for giving us food, clothes on our back, and that you will help anyone who is in need, oh God, and that you will lead them on the path of righteousness, oh God, and that you will be able to put your healing hand on their heads, oh God, and tell them that everything's going to be all right, oh God, and that you will help them in any way that they need it. In Jesus' name, amen. I pray that for all of you who are watching this video. And we hope that you will come to see the play, all of us, cast and crew members, that you'll at least come out to support us. So again, the play, gospel, comedy, anything, it fits for any age, because of course there's not going to be anything bad in it because it's gospel, of course. But we hope that all of you enjoy it any way you can, and that'll be enjoyable for all ages, and that you'll be able to enjoy it on a daily basis.